might be a dumb question, but how did Sunday feel? As you left the field, after putting together one of your best games, did it feel like you were showing the world kind of what you're capable of?
I mean, it just felt good to go out there and get a dub with my teammates. I think everybody played well, offense, defense, special teams. So, it's always good, a good feeling when you get a win at home.
Is there satisfaction though when you play a good game and you get the win?
I mean, I'm just doing my job at the end of the day. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. In my eyes, I could have played better. Didn't play good enough, but like I said, good team win. Everybody played well on all three phases of the football, and good team win. So,
Justin, how much better have you gotten and this team gotten since the first game against Green Bay to start this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've improved tremendously in all phases, and I think that's players and coaches. So we've grown a lot as a team. Our chemistry has grown with each other. So excited to go out there Sunday at 3:45 and voila. So
that's a long time ago, but does that factor in? Is there any kind of motivation or incentive to be like, hey, we want to show the Packers what we are relative to them beating you guys to start the season?
Does it factor in that they beat us early in the season?
Yeah.
I mean, we want to win every game. It doesn't matter when they beat us. We're not thinking of that. Our mindset is just go out there and play ball like how we've been playing and, win the game. So every game we want to win, no matter against just the Deerfield Park, whatever, team or the Green Bay Packers. So every game we step on the field, we want to win the game. So, yeah.
Early this year, you pointed to the Lions of last season, the turnaround that they had and kind of setting the foundation. Obviously, the parallels are starting to become more clear now with the success you guys have had as of late. Do you think back to that at all? Or do you look to that as an example still?
I mean, I was just kind of giving an example, but no, we're not basing our team based off of their team last year. I was just simply comparing, our season this year versus theirs last year. But yeah.
Obviously, they did finish last year with a Week 18 win at Lambeau. I mean, what would it mean to cap the season off with a victory there, and rivalry or not, the significance for you guys within?
I think it mean a lot to the team, the fans, the city. I think it'd be great. We know that Green Bay's playing for a lot at stake. They're playing for a playoff spot right now. So I just think with kind of all that on the table, I think it'd be a great feeling to end the season off with a win in Lambeau up there. But we're just gonna take it day by day, worry about the rest of the day and tomorrow, and of course leading up to Sunday, get ready to play ball. So,
because of what's at stake for them, you're gonna walk into a pretty big game environment on Sunday. What's the value for a team like you guys in just gaining experience in those big game, big stage moments?
I don't see it being that much different. I see it, because everybody always the rivalry, whatever. I think it's going to be the same environment. So I don't see it being too much different. But I mean, like I said, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun environment to walk into. Their home field. I know their fans going to be loud because there's not much to do in Green Bay except watch football. But it's going to be a great environment for us to play in, and hopefully we have a great game and get the dub on Sunday.
So where is having DJ as a teammate help you grow as a quarterback the most this year?
I just talk about how smart he is, how he understands leverages, coverages, has tempos, in and out of his routes, and of course he's just a great player and a playmaker. So it's great having him on the team. He makes my job easier. Like I always say, he's pretty much always open unless they double team him. But I mean, it's been great. Anytime you can get the ball in his hands, you're most likely gonna get an explosive play. He's hard to tackle. He's like a running back after he gets the ball in his hands. So like I've said, throughout this whole year, he's made my job easier and been a great asset to the team.
Has there been a catch of his this year that in game that you were even astonished by?
I think the last game was one of his best catches that I've seen. The his shoulder, I think it was third down or something like that. Yeah, that was a pretty cool catch. But I've seen him make plenty of catches in practice that were wild. So y'all probably haven't even seen him. But I can't really think of any others that come to the top of my head, from game. But I think the one last week was pretty cool.
Justin, we've talked to you all year about compartmentalizing whatever your future might be and just worrying about the next game. What happens next week when there's no next game to worry about? Do you know whether you'll have any more clarity about your future? And how do you deal with it when maybe there's not the focus you need so intensely every day where you might let your mind wander next week.
I don't even know if we're gonna get next week, brother. So I'm just worried about the rest of the day and the rest of the night. So got these meetings I'm about to head to, and like I said, we got a game on Sunday. I'm not focused on what happens after that. So yeah.
Justin, what have you appreciated most about the brotherhood in your locker room?
Just how tight knit we are. How much we've grown over the season. Like I said, it feels like almost a college locker room where you pretty much live within the 10-minute radius of all the guys. You're always hanging out and stuff like that. So the chemistry we have, the closest we have within our group is amazing to see, and it's rare in the NFL. So I'm definitely grateful for all of the relationships and connections I've made with all of my teammates this year. So it's just been awesome. So.
When you contrast the way your defense is playing right now comparatively to where it was a year ago, what's your level of appreciation for that side of the ball and what they've done to kind of fuel some of this?
Yeah, I mean, shoot. Like I always say after the game, it makes my job easier when they give us short fields and take the ball away. And really on offense, if you're having a slow day, you can really just worried about field position. Like I think Cleveland was a great example. Kind of the first half, it was kind of a defensive battle at first, and field position was really important. When you get a team backed up or we're backed up, that's advantage them. So when you have a defense that's playing really well, you don't have to force stuff downfield. You can take what the defense gives you, and really just know that your defense is going to have your back. So I mean, the way that they've been playing, offense is our job as an offense has been way easier. Like I said, we put up 28 points and the game's pretty much over. So defense has been playing great, and looking forward to them playing lights out one more time this year. So it's gonna be fun.
Justin, most NFL quarterbacks get support from their teammates, but when your teammates talk about you, they really, really gush about you. What does it mean to you to have that really strong support from the guys around you?
Yeah, I mean, I think that just shows on how much we love each other, not only as players, but as people, as people outside of the building. We've been around a lot of guys, in the past on different teams and stuff like that, and you can kind of tell when people really love the game and really are passionate about the game of football. And I would say all the guys in the locker room are. So when you just see their work ethic, how much they care about the game, how much they care about the team and winning the team's success, that just all brings us closer together and focusing on accomplishing one goal as a team. So I just think that's goes back to what we talked about at the beginning of this year with Coach Flus just getting us all together, getting us all close, having those breaking off into groups and really just getting closer to each other, talking about personal life from growing up and stuff like that. So when you know a guy's story, when you know where he's came from, you get to connect on a deeper personal level, which which causes you to have that connection closer. So when you just know a guy for who he is away from the game, that's when you really get to connect with the teammates and really start to grow as a team. So yeah, appreciate y'all.